So, greetings to one and all. This is Anulakshmi from Example, a student democratic platform with a mission to creating doctors with the help of the toppers. So, today we have Dr. Kriti Vaneshwar Punnaswamy with us, a first year MBBS student currently pursuing his degree from the prestigious college that is Tanjavur Medical College and Hospital in Tanjavur. So now I'm sure that this college requires no prior introduction, and the same applies to the efforts taken by the aspirants to get it. So today we have someone who have managed to take enough efforts to be who he is today. So very heartily congratulations, Dr. Kriti, for your achievements. And I'm sure that your journey must have been a tough one, and we would like to know more about it. So without any further ado, let us start with the interview. So my first questions to you is, what inspired you to get into the medical field?
First of all, thank you for your kind words, ma'am. Really, it was so heartwarming to hear these words. According to me, I'll think of the way that I consider myself as a very caring person and a very helping person. So, according to me, it's not possible to help each and everyone with the money that we have. Maybe we cannot give them the need that they need. So, for according to me, I want to help each and every people that in a way that I can. So instead of spending their money, we can spend our knowledge without any what's that limits in it. With the money, we can have limits to spend, but not with our knowledge, right? So according to me, I want to spend all of my knowledge to the patients and all around the India and Tamil Nadu to make them well. So it inspired me to become a take medical profession.
Oh, very nice, very nice. It was great hearing that. So, when did you start preparing for NEET and what was your strategy?
I started preparations. Actually, I started preparations in my plus one and plus two itself. But I'm not that much focused at that time due to I have my boards, right? So I have to focus on that too. And I am the very first batch for the SCRT new syllabus for plus one and plus two. So it is very huge at that time. So I couldn't manage both NCRT and SCRT at the same time. So I was more focusing on my boards and I hadn't paid that much attention. But after my plus two, I focused a year around, yeah, the complete year to get into the medical college. So yeah, I am a repeater. And according to me, there is no particular strategy. You have to work hard as the hell you want. If you put out your heart to get something that you want, you have to work hard as for that. So for me, there is nothing, no any strategy. So yeah, hard work is my strategy to get into the college.
Okay, great. Okay, Dr. Kriti. So, almost 15 lakh candidates appeared for NEET UG to 2021, right? So, I'm sure everyone must have prepared well. So, what different approach did you take that resulted in you when you were scoring? So, what was your parents' reaction you scored when you learned that you have created your NEET exam, cleared your NEET exam, and will soon become a doctor?
Actually, yes, as every parent, my parents were in the saint of happiness. Actually, they were very happy that I am the first doctor in my whole family, and in my whole village, I am the first doctor. I am so proud to say that. So it must be a yeah, very proud moment for them. And also, when it comes to approach of the exam, yeah, everyone will think of that NEET is only like they have only biology importance, chemistry importance, not physics. But actually, we have to give equal importance for all the three subjects. Even though if you are scoring very much low marks in physics, that doesn't matter. But the importance that you give to all the three subjects is very much important. So you have to give focus on all three subjects at the same time, not only biology, not only chemistry, not only physics. You have to give equal importance regardless of the marks that you are scoring. Because when I during my preparation, I've noticed many of my friends focusing more in biology and less in physics because they score more in biology than less in physics. But even though I am also a very less scorer in physics and chemistry and biology, I've always given equal importance to it. So I think so it's one of the different approach from all the candidates who gave that NEET exam.
Oh, okay, okay. Quite impressive. So, NEET 2021 21 exam pattern change was announced just 2 months before the exam, right? So, how did you manage at that short term, short
Really,
yeah?
that was a hell of an announcement actually, when no one is expecting that one. Like we expected that maybe portions will be reduced or portions will be curtailed up to the plus one syllabus or some of the plus two syllabus will be excluded. But we hadn't thought that there must be increase in questions, because if there is an increase in questions, we must need more time to read it, right? Almost 20 questions have been increased. It is not that much easier, because already the 3 hours is not sufficient for the 180 questions, and again 20 more questions have been added. And really it shocked me very much. But I try to manage, because at least they have told the announcement 2 months prior. So in my last month, I attended all my mock tests with 200 questions. So I gave my mock test with 200 questions. So I kind of try to manage. Yeah, it was a very big announcement at that time, but I tried to manage it.
Okay, great, great. Okay, so how did the COVID pandemic affect your preparations?
Actually, it affected a lot, because my grandfather recently passed away during the COVID second wave. Not because of COVID, because of some other health issues that he has. The thing is, he couldn't get the proper medical attention that he need at that time, because at that time the COVID second wave was in peak, so we didn't get beds for admitting him in the hospital. The bed was not there in any of the hospitals all over in our district or nearby districts and all. So it curtailed me actually. I couldn't focus in my studies. I was worried about my family, how they are managing this kind of thing, because I prepared in home. So seeing him falling sick and getting worse every day, each and every day, and I have to focus on my studies too. Really, it was very hard, and it's almost 2 months. It took up my preparation in the April and May. I hadn't prepared very well, or not up to the level of my limit during that time. And in June, he passed away, June 5. And in that morning, I have a mock test actually. So I determined, I became very determined person to become a medical professional at that time, because if I am a medical professional, if I would have been a medical student at that time, I could be able to get my grandpa back, right? So I was very determined, and during his funeral ceremony, I was attending that exam. After that, fire lit up into myself, definitely.
Oh, you must have had a really tough, difficult time then, that time.
Yeah, yeah, it's a very difficult time, but it made me grow as a person. Yeah, I became an adulthood at the time.
Okay, great then. Okay, so now that the exams are only 2 months away, what would be your advice for the aspirants? So what kind of last moment strategy they could follow so that they don't overwork themselves? Or in like how was their preparation different from the earlier days to just a day, a few months before the NEET exam?
In the earlier days, they must have been read each and every lines, I think so. Yeah. During my preparation, also, I used to do that. I'll read each and every line, regardless of
Hmm.
NCRT or any other subject or any other books that you're reading. They'll read each and every line. But while in the last month preparation, you should not do that. In the early time preparation itself, they must have been highlighted something which is very important. They have been the students will underline the important things. Definitely, everyone will have the habit. So reading that specific part and the parts which you know which is important, which could be asked as a question, which can be framed as a question. So the reading those parts are very much important. And also doing as much as questions is very much important. The last time strategy is managing time. Time management is very much important, and also answering the questions in very quicker way is very important. So doing as much as the question they can possibly do is very much important as a last time strategy. Don't get stressful. Definitely they'll get stressful at the last 2 months or 1 month. So being stressful is okay, but over stressful is not okay, because it may eradicate some of your memory. You may think that you didn't remember what you are studying, but definitely, I swear you can trust me. You will remember when you see it in the question paper. Maybe it's around a month or 2 months ago you read a chapter. You feel like you didn't revise it. It's very important chapter. I have to do it before I do it again. But the thing is, if you had studied it very well at that time, definitely you'll remember. So don't worry about that. So be cool, be calm, and be patient, and give your best. That's it. That will be my advice.
Okay, okay, great. So, like, what would you like to say on how to prepare for NEET if you are in 11th class, 12th class, or repeater?
Um, in 11th class and 12th class, while preparing for NEET, I'll suggest them to stick on to NCERT. If they are a CBSE student, just stick on to NCERT, read each and every line, think of the possible ways they can ask the questions, and do as many as questions. While you are reading itself, you can, in side by side, you should do the questions. If you are preparing like that, it must be easier for you to do the questions at the last. So in 11th and 12th standard, read each and every line, understand each and every line, give importance to the concepts. Reading and mugging up is very different. Okay, you should understand the concept and you should give importance to the each and every concept in it, and you have to know it very deep and in a knowledgeable way. And after that, if you give the questions, it will be easy for you to answer the questions in a correct way. So they have to do that. And doing questions, attending tests, and reading line by line and understanding the concept is enough for up to 11th and 12th. If they are a repeater student, I'll suggest them to go a bit out of NCERT, because it will definitely help them to rule out the options. We have four options, right? In that four options, you can easily rule out two options. Definitely, you can easily rule out two options. And between those two options, you'll get confused. That is the thing which NTA gives the twist to us. So if you know a bit more about the particular concept, like if you are studying about the neural system of the human body, if you know a thing more about the action potential, in NCRT they'll give only that action potential, nerve impulse transmission, and how the neurotransmitters are released in the end plate. Like they will give that overview. If you know a bit more than that, that potential, what are the gates present in it, what are the ions that are exchanged in between the neuron membrane and also the muscle end plate, it will be a bit useful for you to separate the options. So you can rule out the options so clearly. So for a repeater, as a repeater, I kindly suggest them to go a bit over than NCRT, but not as much. It is more in it. Okay. So that would be my advice.
Okay, okay, great, great. So now that you are in a college, right? So what does that feel like? So exactly what does that feel like?
Actually, it feels surreal. Actually, I've never been a student who trusted that I would become a doctor, because I've always been a hopeless student while preparing. Every student will definitely be like that. They will never have that hope that we're gonna clear it, that we're gonna get into the college. They'll always have that questioning moment inside them. And like the same thing I had, and and it was up to the limit that I started looking for some other courses. I hadn't trusted myself that I'm going to get into the college. I just look into some other courses to fall back on if I'm not getting into this. So it is a really unrealistic moment for me. Still now, I can't believe that I'm a medical student. I'll never think of it. Someone has to remind me that you're a medical student now, you have to focus on studies like you were before, like that. I'll be like this.
Okay, great. So what role is a peer-to-peer guidance, okay, and mentorship from your seniors playing in your journey?
Actually, seniors are like a part of your life when it comes to college, definitely. And up to now, I just gained a 3 months of experience in my college, and up to now, I just feel like I have the best seniors in any of the colleges. I don't know about other colleges, but as per my seniors, like they were very friendly. They didn't ask us to do any work for them. They won't rag us. They were very kind with us till now. They were very kind with us, and they helped us all of our exams or in the upcoming exams and how to study. I learned from them. It's very much important to have a very good relationship with your senior when it comes to medical profession. When Because as much as your professor, they are also important to you. They also teach you. They also teach you how to. They also teach you in practical way. Professors and assistant professors, they will teach you in a theoretical way or in demonstrative way. You cannot be that much close to them, but when it comes to seniors, you'll be close to them. You'll free to ask questions. They'll teach you, and yeah, it will be a very nice time to spend with them. So it is very much important when you are a medical student to have a good relationship with your senior.
Yes, yes, even I agree with that. So, so what are your plans after college? So, which field are you planning on doing specialization in?
Actually, my plans for I have I'll always have not a single. I won't have a single plan. I'll always have plan A, plan B, plan C, and plan D. I have many plans about it. I'm a long runner. I'll always put forth my life up to 10 years or 20 years. I will be like I will be at that moment. I will be like that. I'll think of it. But for now, about specialization, I didn't know much. But I like children, and I also like surgery. So maybe neonatal surgery, neonatal organ transplantation, maybe. I'm guessing that, but I'm not sure. I'm not pretty sure. Maybe after the experience, it may change.
Okay, okay. Great, great. So, what did you like up the most about our app example?
Example apps, especially the flashcards and the notes, it was good. It was very attractive that they will put that notes in a very different colors, and it was made by the toppers. It is called a topper. It will attract you to sit and study because it is very colorful and it's very picturative and it's very conserved. So everybody wants to think to make it easy, right? Instead of reading 30 to 40 pages in your book, you could have just read a 5 to 4 pages of flashcards or flow charts that you need to learn. So it is very easy to when it comes to the notes, it is very attractive also. It will ask you to study. You come sit and study me like that. If you see itself, you will think of studying it. And also when it comes to lecture classes, and it is also made by toppers. So it's very much detailedly explained, and that is very much enough for preparing NEET exam in the conceptual way. Um, and also the question bank. They have more than 60,000 questions, I guess so. 400 question banks,
Yes.
400 plus question banks.
Yeah.
It was very useful because during my last 1 or 2 weeks, I used to attend the question, that each single question, so that I could remember all the things if it come in the exam. So each and every time I attend the question, I can regain concept. I can revise the concept very much easily. So it helped me at that time.
So true. So you have also used example app, right? So you must have
Yeah,
found it useful too. Okay, great,
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Okay, so any message you would like to convey to the future aspirants aiming to be like you?
Future aspirants, what could I say? Just you chose this field, and you love this one. So don't think of the negative things and what your relatives say or what others say. Don't think of it. Just while preparing, don't get into the negative way. think very positive and be optimistic. Don't stop preparing. That is the main thing. Definitely, you'll get negative thoughts, and you'll get many obstacles in the way. Don't stop. Don't let anything stop you. You keep on doing what you are doing. If you keep on do that, definitely you'll get into it, because that's what I did. I had many hardships during my preparations. I became very ill during my preparations. It took 1 month of my preparation. I was physically ill, and emotionally I was so attacked by my grandfather's as he passed away during my preparation, and it took 2 months away from me. So it's nothing that can stop you. Just keep on revising, keep on studying, keep on doing what you are doing. Don't ever stop the thing. If you stop the thing over 2 to 3 days, you won't feel like studying, or you won't feel like that fire inside you still burning. So you have to keep on doing the thing what you are doing. Maybe you are getting high marks or low marks, that doesn't matter. Even if you score good, you do what you do. Even if you score low, you do what you do. If you keep on doing what you are doing all the time, definitely you will be in the place where you want to be. So don't think of the negative way. And it's a very beautiful field because it's never ending. Medicine is not an end. Medicine is always a growing one. It will grow and grow and grow. Now it's up to microscopic level. Then maybe in the future it may go up to nanometers or femtometers. Who knows that? Everything is a fantastic and a fascinating thing in the field of medicine. You can learn up to the core. You learn, and you think it's the end. No, it's not the end. It will go deeper. So you can look up to many new things that you wonder. So that's very beautiful about medicine. I think everyone should experience that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So thank you, Dr. Kriti. It was a great interacting with you. And we hope that students have learned a lot of things from this session and will surely implement all these tips and guidance in their preparation. And it was a very enlightening interview. So thank you for making time for the students today. So we wish you all the very best for your future.